some more ancient empires. We gotta grab up these sheep while we can. And we're still learning what we can about the Chinese. We gotta grab up these sheep while we can. Hey, hope you all enjoyed that. A friend of mine made an intro for the channel, though supposedly a version 2.0 is coming out. But I'm glad to have you back. We've got the third of our 5 placement matches here. And seeing as and how playing as the English wasn't exactly preventing me from dealing with mirror matches, I decided to try out the Abbasid, and let's try out the trade wing. Let's try out like a trade strategy here. Traders are now ridiculously cheap. I'll show you how cheap they are soon enough. But just to get things out of the way, I'm playing as the Abbasid. I'm up against Fanide, who's playing as the Ottomans. And whoa, early scouts. We can actually see he's got 2 early spearmen coming. We can actually see he's got 2 spearmen in production. So he has not only made a military school as the Ottomans, but he's also made a barracks. And so he is just spamming out spearmen right now. Though I don't know how much he can afford. I guess we'll see. I don't know if he should be spamming spearmen versus the Abbasid, but I guess we'll see what his plan here is. Yeah, we're still seeing them come across. That might have been 4 or 5 total. And it looks like my opponent's going with the Sultani trade network instead of the madrasa. So he's actually going to go for the passive gold income rather than the landmark that produces berries and allows him to gather food from it. I'm just going to pop my villagers, which were on gold, over to food. His sort of spearman harassment, all it managed to do is really get one of my workers down to half health. And now we've got the archery range. We've got the camel archer in production. We're pretty much just going to try and bait his spearmen over here with our villagers. Yep, he's just going to be running back and forth. I figure this will use up some of his micro. And with my start, you'll notice we're going very aggressively into wood. We can actually swap these little toggles here, and we can see I've got 11 villagers on lumber. I would honestly have less on food right now. But the idea here is to gather up as much wood as needed to make a marketplace. That, and we're going to be aggressive. So we're putting down 2 archery ranges. We're going to see if we can force him to make horsemen, or in the Ottomans' case, the Spahi. He has a barracks. We did spot that. We know that the military school can spit out the Spahi, but we're going to get aggressive here. The really dangerous part is if we run into... Oh, there's his spearman. The spearman we do want to fight. The Sipahi we do not want to fight. And unfortunately, my units get kind of split up, and this villager is exposed to these 2 spearmen. And the scout. The scout's still dealing 1 damage right now. Wisely have my archers targeting his spearmen, but they move pretty quickly. And I really want this spearman. Okay, good. We're scaring his villagers off from this wood line, so at least he's got some idle villagers. And we're getting our market up. We went trade wing, but I have to admit, I failed to get the Grand Bazaar, the first level 1 upgrade at the House of Wisdom. Interesting that I can't actually see upgrades from the House of Wisdom in this spectator mode. But essentially, we are going to be getting lots of gold, and if we had gotten this the upgrade here at the House of Wisdom, we'd also be getting a trickle of either wood or food, our choice, coming in from our traders, but it completely slipped my mind during this early action. We can see that I'm actually behind on villagers. It looks like I failed to produce a few early on. Yeah, now I've got a bunch queued up at the town center. I have to assume that I failed to make some, maybe missed one or two villager builds, and that villager that was being attacked by those spearmen, I wasn't able to save him, so he's gone. Opponent walled up on the north side. Oh, there's some sheep up here. He's got a lumber line right here, and he's got more walls over here. We're going to build a battering ram, but we're trying to watch for if he brings a bunch of units forward. Really need to get this scout positioned a little bit further on the backside here. We're hoping to pick off this villager here. Archers are coming forward. Nice. Okay, that's helping even things up. But yeah, he retreats his villagers, and I'm going to lose all of my archers here. Ouch. That was painful, and we needed those archers to defend this battering ram. Because we're seeing more and more Spahi, we're going to get down a barracks. Our trade strategy, we're up to 4 caravans. Or no, traders. And they're starting to return 86 gold. If I had gotten that upgrade, it would have been 86 gold and maybe like 20 food. That'd be really nice. But now we're getting that bonus gold coming in. And notice that they lowered the cost of traders to 60 wood and 60 gold. But again, the Abbasid get cheaper traders. So they're only 40 wood and 40 gold. Train time of 25 seconds. It's insane how fast we can get these to pay for themselves and then start giving us some real income. Additionally, it is rather nice having an early market. We can balance our economy well. And now you can see we've actually gotten our villager advantage. I think my opponent failed to build some. He's got the food for it. I think he got a little focused on producing his military, and he's producing a lot of archers, spy, and he just has a mix, just a handful of hardened spearmen. We're sending the ram forward. Once we see his units, we're going to get worried. Yeah, that's a lot of units, and it's a lot of Spahi. We need more spearmen. I'd like to see a bunch of spearmen in the queue here. I'm glad to see some. Oh, and he forgets about his villagers on this wood line. This camel archer is dealing out a lot of damage, so we're getting lots of villager kills, and it's getting us an even bigger villager advantage. Ooh, but now he's on top of my archers. And you can kind of see from the patch of dirt here, my opponent actually went for a second town center. So we may see him take the villager advantage in the next few minutes. I'm running away with my archers. These spy are very dangerous. He should be using the fortitude ability, but we set up a trap in the stealth forest. He doesn't realize it. There's spearmen in here, and they're annihilating his Spahi. Now we're able to engage with his archers. That was a big turn for us. That was really good. That was enabled from the scout and this stealth forest, thankfully. Yeah, we're still picking them off. Don't want to lose our spearmen, but he's just got such a archer army. Okay, so opponent has the second town center, and he's going to start putting it to work. However, we have a very large gold income that we are going to be putting to work. There, we're getting economic upgrades. We already got double broadaxe, we got wheelbarrow. We're grabbing up more economic upgrades, and we've also put down 2 blacksmiths. Would really like that tech, which gives me those bonus resources, but at least we're getting this bonus gold. And my opponent doesn't seem to have noticed it yet, because we are fighting at his base. We're putting the pressure on him. If he was smart, he'd maybe send a scout or a few of the Spahi just on a route around the base, checking to see where there might be villagers gathering, or in my case, traders, but he hasn't done that yet. First of the blacksmith upgrades is coming. Should really be delaying. I decided to come forward, and it's a bad idea. He's got a lot of archers, but we're going to go in. The spearmen are going to scare him back, and all this is doing is buying more time for the traders to get their horses home. And we also find some villagers on the north. We're going to use the high DPS camel archers to try and pick them off while the archers trade. It's too many archers. We have to back away. Yeah, we have to run. We should really be rallying to the front here. And I think we also got a stables. Would love to see some horsemen coming out because I think my opponent is neglecting his spearmen. Yes. And he's only producing archers and spahi. So if we can mix in some horsemen, that'll be really good. And the gold is really flowing in. I mean, he's starting to get his villager advantage from his town center, but all of my villagers have economic upgrades. My units now have increased armor, both melee and ranged. It's looking really good. So yeah, he's going to pull ahead. Oh, he's got quite the army too. But he's a little asleep at the wheel here. Spearmen are engaging. Nice. We take out the spahi. As long as we can keep our spearmen alive, or at least continually producing, we'll be safe from these spahi. And the important thing here is that we've got improved armor. So the longer these fights go on, the more that units trade, the better. And nice, I get a horseman on top of his archers. He's going to do some good damage. Always good to mix in these camel archers occasionally. Oh, get that kill. Nice. And we have enough to go to the next stage. My opponent nowhere near the next stage. We've almost cleared out our tier 1 upgrades. Oh, look at this battle. It's just archers. Oh, but now I have to back away because the spahi are doing too much damage. But if I can just get one melee unit to distract, then my opponent will probably lose track of what's going on back here. Yep. Now that everyone's firing at this horseman with 3 ranged armor, we can get to work. Yeah, we've got all of our 1-1 upgrades. If he wants to keep duking it out, so be it. Sent the camel archer in, might have gotten a villager kill, probably didn't. Really just want to park him near these deer, prevent him from taking a food source easily, but I'm losing my archers up here on the front. The spahi's doing a really good job. Oh, yep. He's just got a spahi locked onto my camel archer. Smart move from him. Now, I'm anticipating my age up. It's coming in about 30 seconds, so I spend my gold. You'll see I have 700. I trade for wood, and we're going to plop down more military production, specifically production that I can leverage in the Castle Age. Barracks and knights, barracks and stables to produce man-at-arms and knights. So I'm hoping with this big influx of unit production, we can push him hard in the Castle Age, and he'll never even realize we're doing this trading. And you'll notice he really just does not have that villager advantage that he was looking for with his 2 town centers. I think he's missing production of his villagers, or he's spending it elsewhere. But even if he had an advantage, our income is so much higher because of these tier 1 techs and because of these traders coming in. I'm going to pull villagers. I saw his army down here. I'm just going to move them to a new wood line, and now we're probably going to engage. Now he probably sees the traders. Now he knows what's up. I believe after I engage on all of his units, I grab as many traders as I can see on my screen, and I just order them to go trade at the other market, and I'm going to set my market to this one instead. He knows about this travel line, or this trade line, but maybe he won't know about the other one. We can kind of sidestep him. If he sends units to raid this, it won't be as painful because I'll have already sent a lot of traders up this way. Yep, they're already on the move. Yep. Killing off his archers that got left behind, and now we're pretty much rushing to the front of his base. He's getting up his Castle Age. I am just spamming out anything that takes food and gold. Would love to see more in the production. Yep, there we go. Spend those resources. That's what we want to see. Gold income took a hit because he killed my villagers on gold, and our traders got disrupted temporarily. So that's pretty painful. However, it looks like we get our second town center up. So now we're on equal footing in terms of town centers. All we need to do is keep producing villagers, and with our economic wing on the House of Wisdom, it'll be cheaper to do that double production because we can get fresh foodstuffs. We made it to the front of his base right when he hits the Castle Age. We know that we can't prevent him from producing a few man-at-arms, a few knights, but we're going to shut down his production as much as we can. Look at these villager kills. Very helpful. The Spahi are just not doing any damage, and we'll just start to work on a battering ram. It's so nice to not have to get siege engineering, though we easily could have afforded it with our just like massive gold income. We're also starting to gather up stone. I believe we've got, 2 stone mines going. Very aggressive on this because we know that if we can get a castle at the front of his base, we can start a very slow siege with our trebuchets. Probably with just rams, to be honest. Rams will do good work. And look at these villager kills. We're getting more and more. Oh, these villagers are going the wrong way. They're still trying to build something. And they're just getting slaughtered. We're also duking it out in his wood lines. So yeah, he's lost a lot of villagers here. And really the idols, he's got 27 villagers idle. They're just either in his town center or in some outposts. He just has no income right now. These stupid wolves are so annoying. Wish they'd get out of here. Well, we're bringing back 178 gold from this further away neutral market. Really impressive. And that'd be even more if I had remembered the technology. The ram is good because it's actually accomplishing something while these units are duking it out. When both people reach a castle age and we just start duking it out with castle age units, it gets really messy. It's just a blend of crossbowmen, knights, man-at-arms. So the hope is that we can cut off some of his production. We get rid of these barracks. He can't spit out as many man-at-arms as me. He's got a lot of crossbowmen, which are very effective. I'm hoping that some horsemen that are reinforcing can do some damage. His Mehmed Imperial Armory finishes producing its first siege unit, a mangonel. This is like a this is just like the military schools for the Ottomans, but it produces siege units. And he's bombarding my villagers. They're getting hurt. Fortunately, we got the textiles upgrade. They're a little healthier, and we're just dodging shots until some more, horsemen arrive who get bonus damage to siege units. Yup. We'll engage with the mangonel. Just a few stabs from these horsemen. And the horsemen are so effective versus the units that he has. He's got a few spearmen, but really the horsemen are just taking out his crossbowmen, his archers, and now the ram is working on his armory. I'm pulling them back, thinking we should go for the second town center. So we're going to see if we can take that. Problem is he's got a lot of villagers over here. He could just get them to burning down the battering rams. Although it does not have much health. If we can ram down this town center really quick, that'd be great. He's bringing out his villagers. We need to get these units over here and defending these battering rams. Okay, good. We remember to pull it. Now we're engaging. Nice. More villager kills. That's just sealing the game more. His archers aren't going to destroy this battering ram. We could just send it to take out the Imperial Armory. With the keep done, we're just raining arrows, and now we're taking this central gold vein, and my opponent taps out. It's an exciting match. I liked the trade strategy. Might try it again in the future. It seems viable. And yeah, hope you can make it to the next one. Catch you next time.